Good morning, almost afternoon. I have a short time. Right now I think Bowie just woke up, but I really wanted to do an animal card reading. I've been itching to do it for weeks, but I haven't had the chance. It's really hard to do a card reading as a mom for yourself sometimes. This is from the medicine card deck. Who's it by? Jamie Sams and David Carson. And it comes with cards, so it's numbered, so you just go to the number. It's all these beautiful animal cards. They are so powerful. I love these cards. They are so aligned with really like my spirit in a lot of ways, and certain decks are like I use for certain things, but like sometimes they're ubiquitous and sometimes I just use what I have on hand, but these are just like, I try not to use these like as like an everyday mundane thing. Not that anything can't be sacred mundanely speaking, but I don't know, like these are just so powerful to me, and they have a lot of like storytelling and wisdom expansion in the animal, using like connected and native stories, which is really fascinating to me. So, who is with us today? I'm going to bless these real quick. Also, it's some Palo Santo. I mean, I kind of did that before, but it's kind of nice to see. The smoke. I love smoke. I love fire. We are always in communion with the elements. We are always in communion with the elements inwards and outwardly. Oh, that's really going. Alright. I'm going to pick a card and then read the medicine. Oh. Like a big wad fell out, not just like one. Ooh. Lizard. Dream work. Which is cool because Bowie was doing dream work with a friend of mine. And I had an interesting dream last night with my pink tourmaline that I posted about. Let's see, what number is that? 36. Dreaming. Lizard, will you dream with me? Travel across the stars, beyond the place of time and space there live visions from afar. Lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up in and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as the lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's dreaming eyes opened and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why don't you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment, then agreed. Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock, and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed, How could I bother you, Lizard? All you are doing is sleeping. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I am not sleeping. I'm dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained. Dreaming is going into the future, Snake. I go to where future lives. You see, this is why I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you, and I know you're full of mouse. Snake was taken aback. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wondered why you said you would share your rock. Lizard laughed to himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where the dreams live. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by snake if he had so desired. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. The shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but is always following you around like an obedient dog. I've definitely been thinking about the energy of resisting a lot and softening. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Is it your fears, your future trying to catch up with you, or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or recurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, or you could try setting a music alarm for 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. You could try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. I feel that. I'm definitely a dreamer. A lot of important messages come through that are extremely real in my waking reality. So I have been at least talking about my dreams out loud. It's hard to write right now, so speaking is easier for me. So interesting that resistance came up. I've definitely noticed where I've been resisting within myself concerning my self-love and self-care. So I'm softening into, as contradictory as it sounds, boundaries. And boundaries doesn't have to be this barbed wire energy. It can really just be choosing yourself, not saying or doing, saying or doing something, for example. So in not resisting, I'm noticing more of a red or pink energy coming through, which is very softening and very life force energy. So I'm noticing that in the colors, and also my daughter is very into orange, so that's reflecting her joy and her zest for life, which is really cool. And there was something else I wanted to add. I can't remember what it was. It's at the tip of my tongue. Pink. Oh yeah, well, it's really interesting that pink is a combination of two colors, right? So is orange. So just thinking about that energy right now, I would consider white as love and life, or really love, actually. So love and life force together, making this pink softness. And I've been really attracted to pink tourmaline. I made a video about it yesterday. And ruby and rose quartz. My daughter's into rose quartz around bedtime, so it's just all these reflections that are around us we can use as invitations to see what we could invite for ourselves. So I'm really leaning into that, and I've been using essential oils a lot too, to help with themes like anger and resistance and softening too. So that's really been a joy, because plants are such an expression of earth, and so are stones, and so are we. So how could something that we're attracted to, or something that we're finding a pattern in, not mean something if everything has a magnetism to it? I really like sinking into that. So thanks for joining me, and me and my PJs. Have a great day.